everybody. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
And we are saying Happy New Year's to everybody.
Oh, my goodness. It's almost 2025.
A quarter of a century.
It's the future. It's finally the
Y2?
future. I keep threatening that it's the future. It will be in about 2 days. One day. Legitimately the future.
How about 12 hours? What's wrong with you? It's noon right now.
I know. Well.
And for some people, they're already in the new year.
Are they?
It's so weird. Time
I
travel.
don't understand how time atmospherics works.
I think Europe's in New Year's now, right? No, not yet. Europe's almost there.
Oh, my goodness.
But
Unbelievable.
it's already hit Asia and several parts, and they're already in 2025.
And everything's okay?
Yeah.
Everything's fine? Okay, I guess it's fine.
That's why I was so amused when Y2K happened and people were like living in mortal fear at 11:30. I'm like, it's already hit a good chunk of the world. If they haven't burned down, we aren't either.
Well, you know, America.
Anyway, hey, folks, this is a quick little video series that we are doing where we take a look at the top-selling games of the previous month. This is December 31st, so the previous month is November.
Yeah, we're kind of getting close, but that's okay.
And later on this week, I'll be telling you the top 10 best-selling games of the year. And we get all this information from Board Game Bliss. Board Game Bliss, a fantastic online store, which apparently has a big version of Daybreak taking up the main site here. But go and check these games out here. They give us the data, and we give it to you. So here we go. The top 10 best-selling games from November, starting with number 10. This is a game I haven't played. Chris has tried to get me to play it like 5 times, and each time I find some flimsy excuse to not play it.
How come you won't play it, Tom?
I'm going to play it. I just haven't got around to it.
Okay.
This is Rebel Princess.
Oh, yeah, I played it.
Are you expecting not to have played most of these?
Yeah, I expected to not have played it if you hadn't played it. Again, I think you're going to like this game because it is based very much on hearts. It is hearts, right?
I'm going to play it.
And then with a couple of little twists.
How about this? I'll play it on the cruise.
The new edition from Bezier, which is what this is lovely. They did a really good job reprinting this one.
Is this the old stuff or the new stuff?
It should be the same artwork.
Oh, well, that's cool. All right. Well, that's number 10. That's new to the list. Actually, many of these are new. The next one I know you have not played. But me and Mike
keep finding flimsy excuses not to play it.
We haven't even tried. This is Ironwood. Ironwood here, the 2-player game. You'll never guess what the 2 factions are based on.
One of them is based on lumber. No, this is one that's I'm very intrigued by this one. I love 2-player asymmetric games. I am scared of Mind Clash games, but I understand this one is a lot lighter.
This doesn't even feel like a Mind Clash game.
Yeah.
Remember we were just talking the other day about Dos de Mayo?
Yeah.
This has that feel to it. It is that basic of a game. You're controlling areas on the board, and you do so with a card. The card will give you some actions. You fight with cards. You flip them over, and it's like Kemet fighting. The higher value wins, but you can also damage the other person.
Very cool.
The iron side has this giant drill. They go around and rip up the land, and the wood people are trying to do some sort of ceremony and make temples.
Yeah, very cool. I'm
actually
psyched.
really surprised this is on the best-selling list, honestly, because it's 2-player, but it's not easy 2-player. I mean, it's easy, but I don't know. I'm glad.
Yeah.
All right, number 8 was on the list last time. It was number 10, so it's moved up twice. This one's getting a lot of buzz, and that is Monkey Palace.
Oh, wow. Good. Yeah, I'm glad that
This means we're going to see more Lego games.
Yeah, I'm glad that this one caught on and is doing well. It seems to be very well respected because that's exactly it. There's going to be more of these. I know there were Lego games before, but they sort of came and went. This seems to have some staying power. Still haven't played it. I know you guys played it recently. We played it. I
think you might be the only one who hasn't, actually.
Yeah,
here.
it's possible.
So,
I'm opposed to monkeys.
Well, this next one I know you played because you played it at Gen Con. This is the only solo game on our list today, and that is Gloom Haven Buttons and Bugs.
That's also doing really well for being a tiny little, game. I mean, it's solo, it's tiny.
Did someone paint the miniatures?
Of course, you have to paint them.
With what micro brush?
It's a hair. It's called a hair.
You're always carrying one around with you. You're like, bing, pluck. So it's funny because the size of this one, Z said, is a micro game, but it's actually Like, you can't actually put this in your pocket. It's too fat, I think.
And it's not, and when I say micro game, I'm talking fully about the size of the package. It is it's a fairly small box.
It looks like they took Gloom Haven and shrank it down.
Yeah, but it's like chock full of stuff. Like, they shoved a lot of gameplay in there. If you can excuse the sort of tiny fiddliness of it all, then there's a lot of game in this box. There really is.
Well, there you go. Gloom Haven buttons and bugs. And next we are at, let's see, number 5. Are we at already? No, number 6. Huh. Okay. Well, this was number 3 last time. It's Forest Shuffle.
Okay.
I can't keep track of my numbers here. Forest Shuffle, again, this one is, I'm always interested in watching games that are still best-selling a year after they've been released.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a good one for that. Now, by the way, folks, realize that you might look for some games that were on the list last time. They might be out of stock, too. That companies are constantly running out of stock with things. So Forest Shuffle, let me show you the big picture of the cover, maybe. I feel like I just lost internet. But did I? Nope. I just can't find the box cover first. There we go.
There it is.
And this had, I think, 2 expansions come out this year, both just a few extra cards, which is all that the game I want for the game.
Oh, I don't know what the second one was, I guess.
I think it's another little set of cards.
Okay.
I think.
But yes, this has done very well. It's
Alpine
tapped.
and Woodland Edge.
Okay. Yeah, it tapped into the sort of hit the zeitgeist of nature games, of cozy games. It sort of nailed a few different things at the same time.
All right. Then number 5 was number 2 last time. And this one is incredibly popular. Outside the Dice Tower. That's Harmonies.
Harmonies, yeah, Juggernaut, absolutely.
It really is. Because I remember we had 2 tables of this at Dice Tower Con. And it was super hot then. And it kind of came out of nowhere. People were like, have you played Harmonies? I was like, well, I haven't.
Yeah.
So I went and played it and enjoyed it. But this has made several top 10 lists. It was the People's Choice. Number 1 of the year, too.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's a good...
Look at this. It's number on BGG. It's 139
Yeah.
and 4 on Abstract.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which is
17
weird
on
to
Family.
put on that list, I suppose, but I get it. Still, top 200. That's a big deal. This game is getting a lot of love. I think it's very neat. I really enjoyed my plays of it, but I feel like around here anyway, I was in the minority. Seems like there was some opposition to this one around here, but you like it, right?
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, I like it too.
Actually, I think we were in the minority. Most of the people here thought it was okay. But again,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think anyone actually hated it, though.
I know Mike was sort of indifferent. Camilla was sort of indifferent about it. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I like it. I'm glad everybody likes it too.
Chris is typing. Oh, it's Wendy's number 10.
Oh, there you go.
Well, then she likes it more than us. All right, number 4. And this one's no surprise. Actually, it's a surprise that it's new, but I think it was probably out of print briefly. And that's Arcs. Well, actually, this is an expansion for Arcs. Arcs, the Blighted Reach expansion.
Well, I heard this was like the expansion, right? This is an expansion that is, from what I understand, bigger than the core box.
I almost would consider this to be another game.
Right.
It changes the game that much. Like it's like is it three games? I think 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 games that you play, but you are each start with your own faction. The factions change and morph based on what people do.
Wow.
I think from what I've heard about this, mostly is it's described as it's like if you took what Oath did and then put that in Arcs.
Right.
You haven't played Arcs yet, have you?
I have not played Arcs. I played Oath, and so I understand that reference, but yes, from what I understand, it could be considered basically its own game. Oath was certainly very distinct from a lot of other games. That weight rating, which I know is player-driven, but still, that 4.4 rate out of 5 scares me.
Is that what it says?
4.48 out of 5, yeah.
Whew. All right. You'll never guess number 3, because I would never have guessed number 3, and that is because it's very specific. It's Exit the Game Prison Break.
Interesting.
I don't know if this is some sort of commentary on society. People are like, oh,
I got
to prepare. Guy's like, you're about to go to prison for 10 years, honey. Let's play this game first.
Oh, my goodness. Is this just happens to be one of the newer ones and it's selling very well?
I think so. It says 2023, but there's a chance that it was in German in 2023 and then it came out in America in 2024.
Okay.
I don't know if I've not played this one. There's very little information about it.
I'm glad to see these kinds of games still selling well, honestly. That's all I've got to say, because I love them. I think they're great, and I cannot believe it. I find it honestly mind-blowing that they are, 40 deep, maybe more? And they can still come out with new puzzles, new ideas, new things to shove in these little boxes. So just kudos to everybody who develops these. They're unbelievable.
Number 2 was number 8 last time, so it's moved up in the world, and that is The Gang. I suspect next week we're going to be on the Dice Tower Cruise. I suspect you're going to see this game played there almost nonstop, if only because Tim will be teaching it most of the time.
Well, and also having new players for a game like The Gang really livens up the game. Because The Gang is very much about playing with the other people, right? Like reading each other.
Yes,
so having new opponents, you get together on the cruise, a lot of people are going to be enjoying playing with it with new folks. I suspect you're right.
And then finally, number 1. I was actually incorrect earlier. I said there was only one solo game. This game is mostly solo. Really? We had it on a specific list, a trio of games that we did earlier this year. 3 games we put on the list. We reviewed 3 games together. We called it Most Pretentious.
Is it the flowers on the petals on the what
A
is
Gentle Rain?
Oh my goodness! Did it just get restocked?
Well, no, I think it's out. I think it's constantly coming out, and and I know they've been pushing it. You know, even though you and I were not big fans of this, I know a lot of people really do like this game.
A lot of people do like it, and look, hey, if the objective is to make a game that is very light on the rules, this does that. I did not find it particularly relaxing. I'm hoping for something like this. If I want it to be truly a relaxing game, and that is its only objective. Oh, there we go. Okay. Then I almost want the game to be a little like soporific. You know, I want it to make me feel kind of, but I don't think this game does that. I did see a Target edition a version at Target that was gorgeous.
That's true.
Had those little plastic pieces. They were beautiful.
They still look like soap to me.
They do a little bit.
Alrighty, well, there you go, folks. The top 10 list again.
Wow.
We are using the data from Board Game Bliss online store, which, of course, is not all the data because there's no way anyone could know all the data. I don't know what games are being published and sold everywhere, so we use what we can, and I think there's a good idea of what's being sold right now. I hope you all have a pleasant new year, but do not leave the Dice Tower because Z will be back in 1 hour and 45 minutes with playing. What are you playing today?
I'm playing Mind Bug online.
Oh, I didn't know it was on. I guess I did know it was online. I haven't played it online yet. I'm curious.
Very nice.
I've been caught up in Bellatra. I'm still playing it.
You are, yeah. That caught you. I played and I haven't really come back to it.
$80 million points
on
a one run.
Not as good.
I did cheat a little. I used it a seeded run. Someone said it was a good one.
You tell it what kind of run you want?
You can put a seed in. Every run has a seed, and someone said this was a fun one. I was like, oh, I'll try it.
I know Stardew Valley does that too.
You don't get any benefits. You don't get any achievements. It doesn't count towards unlocking anything. So you're just doing it for fun.
Okay.
But
well, yeah, Mind Bug. Come check it out.
Alrighty, folks. Once again, Happy New Year to you all. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
See you next time. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video on the Dice Tower. Hey, do you want to know what's going on with Dice Tower? Do you want to know about our events, our cruises, special things that we're going to do live here in the Dice Tower? Subscribe to Dice Tower Digest. Go to DicetowerDigest.com. It's a newsletter that we send out bi-weekly. We won't use your email for anything else. This is just to get you some information about the Dice Tower so you'll be up to date. Thanks for watching.